The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Rams and the Broncos, next on EA Sports.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
And off we go from Denver. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Denver offense ready to take over for the first time. Get a look at their 8th-year quarterback. His first season as a Bronco, though, Teddy Bridgewater.
I've always loved Teddy Bridgewater. A lot of people have underrated him throughout his career. Remember, this is a guy who's battled back from a horrendous knee injury to find his way back as a starter in this league. More than capable right arm, tremendous leader. This guy knows how to make plays in the clutch.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
After the sack on 1st down, Bridgewater. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Hey, Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds, in the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Rams taking the field, ready for their first offensive series, and led out by their new starter for 2021 in his now 13th season in the National Football League, Matthew Stafford.
And what big news it was back in January when news leaked out that Matthew Stafford was leaving Detroit and heading out west to join the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are hoping he's the missing piece to the puzzle as they seek a Super Bowl title. Over 45,000 yards passing as a Lion, but not a single playoff victory in his entire tenure. The Rams general manager has said he can envision Stafford staying 5 to 8 years, which would take him into his 40s.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, it's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll buy some time right. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. On third down, here's Henderson. Shoves him aside. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They snap it to Stafford. Flush to his right. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. On the handoff, Henderson fights off the defender. They find some open field here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense. You've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, Stafford. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Now on third and long, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. And that sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things, getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on third down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash, this from 48. Gay's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points. Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it, because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Now Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. On the return, Jackson. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. Still on his feet and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there for L.A.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods there to make the grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. KJ Hamler returning it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Denver's offense ready to go again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Let's go one more. Hey, we got Mike 50.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sebastian Joseph Day able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Here's Sam Martin now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's Jackson to return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. L.A. readies for its next possession. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Stafford sliding out of the pocket. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Rolling to his right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. On 1st and 10, Stafford escaping the pressure right.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd down, it's Henderson. Sheds off the tackle, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
80 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this 1st quarter. And the Rams add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Gay is on for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Oh, this is taken in, it's complete. A big connection on that one, 32 yards. How about this 1st quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford flush to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket to scramble.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over it.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Hamler now to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Teddy Bridgewater and the Broncos ready to go on offense.
And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Sebastian Joseph Day
coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
3rd and long for Bridgewater.
Oh, Sutton, a nice catch.
And he's out right at the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
After the
Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off, and with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those, but third down coming up.
Flushed out right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, no.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 7. To throw, Bridgewater. This is caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So backed up to the 6 now. Third and goal. Here's Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Stafford looks to throw again. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it for.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to.
Touchdown! That's caught. Noah Fant, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford.
This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up third down.
Throwing on third down. Stafford. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Stafford.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson.
86 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
The Rams on third down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Henderson going to run for it.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that, because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams continue to pull away here in this first half.
Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gay is on for the point after.
And the lead is now 24.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive.
They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Bridgewater sets up the screen to Gordon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing, Bridgewater. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd, his 2nd sack of the night. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. Shoves him away, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun to give to Henderson. A solid stiff arm. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Stafford, and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes, and the Rams just continue to pour it on. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then, because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside, as he did there.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. Bridgewater. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again, to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Jackson. Powers through. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Here's Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Can't do that.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Bridgewater now. He completes this to Sutton. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
To the air again with Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Broncos cut into that lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead's down to 24.
I can hear you.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for L.A.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now Stafford. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
He's got Higbee complete right side. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Rams will extend their lead on the final play of the half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play.